Welcome back to the St. James School in Hagerstown, Maryland. It's the St. James Invitational Tournament, an elite high school basketball showcase presented by Zips Dry Cleaners. Today, it's the St. Maria Goretti basketball team versus the Trinity Collegiate School. Hi, everyone. My name is Monica Moore alongside Chad Ricardo. And Chad, we have a great matchup here this afternoon. We've got the number 3 ranked Trinity Collegiate Titans coming in to play Goretti.
And Goretti, this is a squad who is from here in the Hagerstown area. They've got a lot of big things going on for them as well. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games, so we are definitely in for quite a matchup. Certainly
what we have come to expect from this tournament. Let's go ahead and meet our Geico starting lineups for St. Maria Goretti. They start number 4, Mike Henderson, number 5, Deontay Alexander, number 3, Tyson Ogeni, number 23, Jordan Kwabesilo, and number 30, Jordan Green, getting the start today for the Gales. And now our starting lineup for Trinity Collegiate. Today, the Titans start number 0, Basanti Saragba, number 2, Tavon Famutimi Brown, number 12, Jamie Muldowney, number 15, DeLon Edwards, and number 22, LeBron Thomas. And those are our Geico starting lineups. Remember, whether you rent or own, Geico makes it easy to bundle home and car insurance. Go to geico.com today. So it will be Trinity wearing the home white jerseys, Goretti in the away navy jerseys for this afternoon's contest as we are almost underway.
You know it's a big-time game whenever there's a LeBron in the building.
And there is our head coach for Goretti, Sydney McCrae. And we are underway for our opening tip. Battle Goretti will win it. Mike Henderson coming up with the ball for the Gales and looking to set up the offense and get something going early on. He drives baseline, great ball movement, shot up, and that will not fall for Kwabesilo.
Excellent ball movement. They got the shot that they were looking for, just didn't get it that time.
And now Trinity, an opportunity to set up their first offensive possession. As we talked about, getting so much respect in South Carolina, knocking it down is Jamie Muldowney.
Muldowney coming off of that pick, squaring up his shoulders and hitting from distance. Excellent way to start for Trinity.
Henderson driving down the lane, can't finish. Nice kick up ahead for the Titans, and it's an offensive foul called against Tavon Famutimi Brown.
Gotta love the way that the defenders of Goretti get back, get into place, and get set under the basket, able to draw that foul, and it's coming back the other way.
Really was a smart idea by Trinity, trying to take advantage in transition, but you certainly have to be aware of where those defenders are. And now Goretti looking to get their first points of the contest. Aggressive defense by the Titans. Good drive down the lane, but just could not finish for Mike Henderson.
Henderson getting to the rack. Those Trinity defenders getting hands up in the air.
Trinity leading here in the early goings, 3-0. A block, but will get a foul whistled. Strong move to the basket.
You look at this Trinity squad, they've got a ton of size out there, a lot of length as well. They've got quickness from their guards, but their bigs can contest at the rack. That time, though, picking up a foul.
At the free throw line is Tyson Ogeni for Goretti. Nice looking free throw for the senior guard out of Sweden, Malmo, Sweden. Second opportunity coming up for Ogeni. That shot is good as well. Beautiful free throws out of Ogeni. And now Trinity just up by 1, 3-2 here in the early goings.
See a bit of a light pressure by Goretti.
Great ball movement down the lane, and the finish is good for LeBron Thomas.
You love the passing and you love Thomas going to the rack with authority and finishing strong.
Trinity looking very comfortable in their offense here in the early goings. Now Goretti looking to drive down the lane themselves. A nice block. And Trinity up to the races. But what a recovery by Mike Henderson.
Henderson does a great job getting back because you spoke to it. Getting out in the open court, Trinity wants to score before Goretti gets a chance to get back and set their defense.
So Trinity up 5-2. That shot is up and good. Trinity shooting the basketball very well. That's Basati Saragba.
That's the evolution of the big man in today's game. Stepping out and knocking down jump shots.
And look at Trinity again. The slam is good for LeBron Thomas.
I think you talked about how good of a resume that this Trinity squad had built coming into this game. Monica, they're definitely showing why.
Timeout on the floor. Trinity up 10-2 here in the early goings. And let's take a look at our first three-pointer of the game. It was Jamie Muldowney for Trinity.
Coming off of the pick, squares up, shoots that three ball and puts it in. That was a good-looking shot. Truly a tone setter for Trinity. Putting it in.
A big-time bucket for the Titans. And really, Chad, it has been a great combination between the outside shooting and the play in transition.
And that is what this squad is showing that they can do all along. And that's how important it is in high school hoops nowadays, is that you want to take your advantages of being able to score before the other team is able to set their defense. So defense leading to offense, and then set plays, getting three-point shot attempts up and in. Trinity doing all. That's why they're out to a 10-2 lead.
Meanwhile, for Goretti, they've had a little trouble getting into their offense. I like the way they've been aggressive, trying to work the ball through the lane, trying to get some contact. That's really been their most successful offense, and that foul's going to be whistled against LeBron Thomas.
It's the length of this Trinity team. I mean, even if you get beyond the first defender, you got to get to the rack and then deal with guys as long as Muldowney, as long as Saragba.
Goretti. Kick to the corner. Great drive inside. Shot is up and good for Tyson Ogeni.
Ogeni did a great job of getting there and then finishing at the rack. Not allowing a shot blocker to get to him.
Look at the battle on the glass. DeLon Edwards crashing in, trying to get that opportunity. Good effort, but we will head the other way with Goretti.
We saw this a bit in our first game. It is still a relatively early start. Sometimes it takes the young men a little bit of time to get going.
And now Trinity looking to add to this lead. Shot is up, rattles around, won't fall. That rebound by Quabesalo, and he will push the ball up the floor. Nice drive along the baseline, and we'll have another whistle on the floor.
It's a beautiful set play by Coach McCray's squad, a high-low backdoor cutter. As we see there, the backline cut on the baseline, going up into the body of the shot blocker, forcing the contact. So despite the fact that the shot was blocked, there was a foul underneath. You head to the free throw line for Alexander.
Deontay Alexander knocks down the first one. And one place Goretti has looked very strong this afternoon is from the free throw line.
Started the game down 10-2, and Trinity with a couple of fast break opportunities. Looked like they wanted to put some distance between them, but Goretti settling in.
Now Now Trinity up by 5, still applying some light pressure here in the early goings. That shot deflected, great defense, and now Goretti looking to run, pushing the ball up the floor is Johnson. He'll kick it out. Ogeni able to hang on to it. Now Johnson from behind the line knocks it down.
Johnson getting it done, and the Gales have woken up. They represent Hagerstown. They want to represent it well.
A nice drive on the other end by Famutini Brown for Trinity. Great defense by Tristan Cook.
Attempting to get the ball down into the post. Got to be more careful. Establish your position on the block.
And that ball goes out of bounds.
Still on back-to-back possessions. Guards attempting to feed the post, leading to turnovers. It's kind of the lost art of the game here as there's so many three-point shots shot. That post pass is key.
And it will be a Goretti turnover. But really credit Goretti. After Trinity got off to that huge start in this first quarter, I like the way that Goretti has responded.
It was 10-2 to begin this game, so just being able to really bring it down and to run offense and not turn the ball over. They're getting out on three-point shooters now. Goretti is settling in.
Screen up top, and just a little miscommunication there as Trinity throws the ball out of bounds. Can't get enough basketball? Watch Capital City Go-Go games live right here on Monumental Sports Network. Check out the schedule and find out more at monumentalsportsnetwork.com.
Turnover bug starting to hit both teams now as back and forth they go, but not getting up shots. Those are the things that hurt you.
Thomas will bring the ball up the floor for the Titans. Looked very strong in the opening minutes of this one. Now looking inside, they'll kick it to the corner. Great defense, but Trinity able to hang on to possession. And now they'll look to set up their offense. Famutini Brown looks to put the ball on the floor. Great pressure by Johnson. That shot too strong. Great tap out to the outside. And now Johnson up the floor to Ogeni.
What a pass by Johnson. What a finish by Ogeni. Poetry in motion going down here at the St. James.
Block. Great defense once again, and nice look up ahead. And speaking of transition basketball, now it's Goretti. They couldn't finish there, but they're really looking to up the tempo, and that will be a foul against the Gales. Let's take another look at this, Chad.
We see Trinity getting back, but St. Maria thought that he was in position, a bit of a lowered shoulder, but the officials say that his feet were still moving.
Trinity looking to set up their offense, but Santi Saragba with another big bucket.
Second time we've seen him step out from the outside and knock down a jump shot.
3-point advantage for Trinity. Goretti loves to drive into the lane and unlucky on that pass.
Attempting to play inside, outside. Everybody's just a tick off right now. It's led to some turnovers here in the first quarter. Look for both teams to kind of settle down.
Thomas once again bringing the ball up the floor for Trinity. We're going to get a travel call against DeViltis.
Game had tremendous pace for the first 2 minutes or so, and now it's kind of slowed down, which in many ways appears to be playing in the favor of Goretti. If Trinity can get out in the open court and use their athleticism, they have the potential to put some distance here, but this slower pace.
Goretti, losing his footing. What a great recovery, but a big block. Taking advantage was Brown. Great look up ahead, but a rejection by Tyson O'Genny. And now Goretti. Another rejection on the other, and it is a block party, Chad.
Anything you can do, I can do better. Defense being played on both sides of the ball.
I absolutely love the intensity that we're seeing in this contest so far. Let's take another look.
Driving to the rack, Sarangba has shown an ability to knock down jump shots. Guess what? He plays defense too.
That spin move in the lane won't fall for Quad Basilo. And coming back into the contest, Spencer Scott for Trinity.
The Gales had a couple of opportunities to take the lead, which would do a ton to bring energy and emotion into their squad. They were unable to do so. We'll see which one of these teams is able to finish out the first quarter.
44.8 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of this one. Our second contest of the afternoon. Really going to be a great couple of days of basketball here at the St. James Invitational. Always such a fun event. And we are back underway. Jordan Green looking to drive. Forces it up and in, Jordan Green.
Love the patience by Green going right into the body of Sarangba. Sarangba doesn't want to pick up a foul. He puts it in.
Trinity, a little miscommunication, trying to take advantage on defense was Deontay Alexander.
You see LeBron Thomas telling Sarangba, that's my bad, as Sarangba wasn't anticipating that pass.
20 seconds remaining in our first quarter. And once again, just a little sloppy by Trinity, and I love how Goretti keeps trying to take advantage.
Active hands on the defensive end. They are getting down there every time the Trinity puts the ball on the floor. They're getting in there and not only applying the pressure, but not fouling the ball at the same time.
So 10.5 seconds remaining here in our first quarter, which looked like Trinity was going to run away with it, and then Goretti has been taking advantage of some mistakes, and there's another one, as it looks like Muldowney stepped on the sideline.
And then he and Sarangba attempting to get on the same pace.
Henderson from behind the line, off the front of the rim, and that will end an exciting first quarter of play. We're going to take a quick break and be right back. You're watching the St. James Invitational, presented by Zips Dry Cleaning. Welcome back to the St. James Invitational, presented by Zips Dry Cleaners. Our second quarter almost underway. Wizards Summer Youth Basketball Camps are back. Get your young players ages 6 through 14 into Junior Wizards camps for a fun and instructive basketball summer. Visit dcfamily.com for more information and to register for camps. What an exciting first quarter, Chad, we had. As we talked about, Trinity came out so strong, but then Goretti, I love their defensive intensity.
10-2, Trinity got out here. They got on the break. They had open three-pointers. They had open dunks. They looked like the Harlem Globetrotters for about 3 minutes, but the Gales gritty, gutty. They're back in this game.
Trinity just looking to settle down a little bit. All the mental mistakes really added up in that first quarter. Nice move in the lane. Beautiful shot by Saragba.
Saragba showing his range, showing his versatility. At 6'10", he knocks down jumpers. That was a 1-foot Dirk Nowitzki action.
Meanwhile, we're going to get another whistle as another foul on this Trinity team. They have 5 team fouls right now, only 1 for Goretti. It has certainly been a physical contest to begin with. Both teams battling hard. That shot's way too strong for Goretti. Big rebound by Spencer Scott. And now the Titans quickly up the floor. That shot will not fall either. Both teams a little cold here at the start of the second. And Goretti looking to drive. That really is their bread and butter. They like to drive straight down the lane. And that foul going against Trinity. Coming into the contest for Goretti is Jordan Quabasilo.
It's an unlucky play for Muldowney. He was in position, but the student athlete began to fall, and then he kind of fell on him. Foul call going to go against him, and it'll earn him a spot on the bench.
So a 3-point advantage for Trinity. 7 minutes, 4 seconds remaining here in our first half.
Officials making sure that wasn't a wet spot on the floor.
Done everything they can to try to keep the athletes safe. Ogeni will kick it out top to Henderson. Henderson with the bucket.
Mike Henderson has been aggressive from the start. Good look for that young man to see one fall.
It's really been a lot of Tyson Ogeni offensively.
Yeah.
They need other offensive options. Henderson would be a good one. Meanwhile, Brown looking to connect with Famutimi Brown. He'll pull up for the shot. Nothing but net for Famutimi Brown.
Famutimi Brown with the stop and pop, dropped it behind his back. That was beautiful.
Ogeni will hand off, driving along the baseline, getting tied up. Good defense by Saragba. Shot off the mark, gets his own rebound. Jordan Green working very hard offensively for Goretti.
Later on, we'll talk about the D1 student athletes who have come through this tournament. Saragba shows the ability to be that kind of young man. Here, it was the stop and pop, though, by another big-time guy, but Famutimi Brown knocking it in.
Beautiful looking shot, and a shot from the corner by Deontay Alexander. That is exactly what Goretti needed. We are all tied up 18-18 as Goretti has gritted their way into this contest after getting off to a slow start. That shot is good for Famutimi Brown.
Tavion Famutimi Brown, as Trinity has gotten sloppy, he's been the one to keep them going.
And an answer on the other end by Jordan Quabasilo. Answer for answer. This one is turning into quite a contest between these two teams. We'll have a foul against number 23 for Goretti's Quabasilo.
It's the drop-off down low to the Gales. There's so much size on the Trinity side. To see the young man pump fake Jordan and Albacelo getting up and putting that ball into the hole, tying the game.
And a great answer by Basanti Saragba, who has been quite a force in the early going for the Titans. And we'll get a walk called against Quabasilo. So both teams with some untimely turnovers at spots in the contest so far. And now bringing the ball up the floor for Trinity is LeBron Thomas.
That pass there, just dangerous. Little more urgency on the passes.
And a walk on the other end. I think both coaches right now probably a little frustrated at some of the mental breakdowns they're seeing from their team.
We speak about how big of a tournament the St. James Invitational here at the St. James in Hagerstown, Maryland is. Some of the stars who have come through this building. So for these student athletes, especially those that travel from a distance to come and play in the middle of the day, you got to get over the nerves. They'll clean this up. We'll have a clean and well-played third and fourth quarter, I'm sure.
Meanwhile, Goretti looking to find the answer on their offensive end. Goretti has cooled off just a little bit after getting off to a very hot start. That shot too strong. Big rebound for Famutimi Brown, who will push the ball up the floor for the Titans. Now Brown up top, looks to set up the offense. Was looking inside, but it was well defended by the Gales. Oh, it would have been beautiful if he had connected with Thomas, but quickly the other way come the Gales. Goretti, great ball movement now. Henderson up top. Henderson driving the kick to the corner. We have really been impressed with the ball movement by Goretti, and that shot well off the mark.
Great job by Sirac by the closeout.
The answer on the other end for Trinity's DeLon Edwards.
All starts on the defensive end for Trinity.
Great look inside to Goretti, courtesy of Jason Johnson.
We said it a couple of times already, but Goretti really carrying the scoring load for the Gales.
He has been tremendous, really the most consistent scoring option for Goretti. But LeBron Thomas, a man on a mission right there.
Thomas gets to the rack. He was looking for his and one.
Not afraid to try to fight through the contact. Didn't have to, but a big bucket on the other end by Jordan Green.
Just a great job by Henderson of drawing the defenders and then dropping it off to his big fella. Jordan Green throws it down.
Thomas over to Edwards. And now Saraba up top. Edwards. Thomas, once again, shot clock is winding down. That's about as deep into the shot clock as we've gotten. And Thomas at the buzzer of the shot clock. Wow.
LeBron Thomas with ice in his veins. We were all looking at the shot clock. He knew where it was.
I felt like he was in trouble there, Chad, but obviously LeBron Thomas knew exactly what he was doing.
Cool as the other side of the pillow.
But the answer on the other end, and of course it's Tyson Goretti.
Much to the dismay of Coach Mike Teasley. In fact, the substitution is coming in. They've got to find a way to slow down Goretti.
This game has been so interesting because Trinity started off red hot, cooled down, they're heating up again. A little bit of a heat check there by Famutimi Brown, who was looking to get in the action. And I think what happens sometimes is these teams get really excited and they pick up the pace and we see a little sloppy play. But
I was going to say that's it. It is as they begin to play faster. I believe that Trinity is a little more comfortable playing at the fast pace. But whenever the Gales can slow this game down, bring it to a snail's pace, that's truly where they're at their best, when they run their offense.
But what I've been so impressed with about the Gales is whenever Trinity starts going on these runs, they start heating up, they stretch the lead out. And it seems like Goretti has had so much composure in the game so far. And when Trinity started making all those mental mistakes we were seeing on their end of the floor, Goretti really took advantage. Really well coached team, have not gotten rattled at all. Nice look there.
It's a true testament to Coach Sidney McCray as he's pictured here. Just his ability, as we talked about the resume that Trinity comes in here with. To Goretti, they want to show everything and everyone that they are. Again, coming into this one, winners of 7 of the last 8. They've been playing well.
You can certainly see why Trinity has been so successful in the state of South Carolina. As we mentioned earlier, they are the number 3 ranked team in South Carolina, and you see all the talent. One of those players, LeBron Thomas, once again letting that shot clock dwindle down. It was a nice idea as he was looking for Basanti Saragba.
Just milking the clock and looking to throw it up over the top. As we see Thomas here, look for Saragba, and Saragba can do it all, but getting pushed away from the bucket by Jordan Green. That's the reason for the call, or else Saragba might have been able to put that one down.
That one off the front of the rim for Saragba. Second opportunity coming up for the senior center for Trinity. He's gotten an offer from Emory and Henry.
That's in Virginia. Would love to see him come on up here and play some basketball. We can see him more often. I've been impressed by his game. Again, you look at his height, 6'10", but just the ability to be able to step away from the bucket and make shots and also defend the ball and pass. But goes 0 for 2 from the free throw line.
Alexander pushing the ball up the floor, will hand off. This is Henderson from behind the line, too strong, and Thomas skying for that rebound.
Getting all the way up there amongst the trees to bring it down.
Great look inside to Saragba, who just willed that ball in the basket.
Monica, the young man that I'm going to walk away from the first half the most impressed with is Basante Saragba. He does it all.
Take another look at this. The turn, the contact, and it just tips into the basket. He got just enough on that ball.
It's a no-look pass coming from LeBron Thomas. Puts Saragba right in perfect position to be able to finish, and he does so through contact.
He's listed at 6'10" on the Trinity roster, has great size. And now Henderson once again looking for the answer. We're under a minute remaining in a first half that has been filled with excitement, and Jordan Green with a bucket.
Jordan Green with a lot of body, a lot of mass, dropping the shoulder into Saragba, getting space and finishing over top.
Thomas in the lane, pulls up, shot won't fall. Saragba with a big offensive rebound. His third chance is good. That may have been intended as a pass for Thomas. I thought he was shooting.
A little two-man game between the two of them. As you can see, their chemistry on full display.
It really has been LeBron Thomas and Basanti Saragba here in the first half. Great defense by Thomas and Bennett. And the coaching staff for Trinity sitting right beside us. I know heard them. How many fouls is that? They're very attuned to the fact that trying to keep track of the players who might be in foul trouble. 17 fouls now for the Titans, and at the free throw line is Henderson, I believe.
A couple of substitutions made, a little offense for defense as Trinity gets Jamie Muldowney back into the game. We've already seen him knock down a three-pointer. Can he get the ball in his hands again?
Henderson able to knock down the first, and we talked about this a little earlier, but the free throw shooting has been very good for Goretti. Has helped keep them in the contest at times. Another bucket for Henderson from the free throw line. Thomas at the buzzer, could not knock it down. Was looking for another buzzer beater. It will not fall, and that will end our first half of action. We'll be right back with some highlights and more. You're watching the St. James Invitational presented by Zips Dry Cleaning. welcome back to the St. James Invitational. It is halftime of this one between Goretti and Trinity. And as we talked about earlier, Chad, we've had a great day of basketball already, a great day still to come. You saw that first game between National Christian and Scotland campus. It was a good one to kick this tournament off.
Absolutely a good one, and we had an opportunity to see big-time student-athlete Isaiah Coleman. He was our Gatorade student-athlete of the game. Great performance by him, leading NCAA to the victory.
And this one has not disappointed in the first half. Let's take a look at some of these highlights. As you see, Goretti was tremendous in the first half of this game.
He was the young man that put points on the board for the Gales, getting it done from inside. He can take it outside and finish as well. He's a force.
And you see him there, can really get it done from all over the floor. And speaking of someone who can get it done all over the floor, LeBron Thomas impressed as well.
LeBron Thomas skying over defenders to throw it down. As he did there, he can get to the lane and finish at the rack, and he can pass the ball as well, knocking down a lefty three from way downtown.
Saragba there, the finish by Thomas. They were quite the dynamic duo. And this is the way this one shaped up. Trinity Collegiate got off to a 10-2 start in this contest. Goretti came roaring back, but we have had tremendous play on both ends of the floor. Chad, I know you've been really impressed with Basanti Saragba. I thought he was tremendous, and at times Goretti just didn't have an answer for him in the low post.
I mean, you look at him, 6'10", a young man who can shoot the ball from distance, who can finish at the rack with touch, and who can even pass the ball out of those double teams as well. He's going to have a huge second half if Trinity is to pull this game off.
Thomas did a great job finding him at times, and we are back underway as Henderson will bring the ball up the floor for the Gales. Driving, great pass to Jordan Green, but Basanti Saragba with another rejection for Trinity.
Saragba is everywhere.
He truly is, but coming the other way is Quad Besselo, and we'll get a foul by Trinity. And I think one of the things after this contest that the Trinity coaching staff will be talking about with their team are some of the fouls that they haven't been happy with. Take a look there.
Well, and not only the foul, but that's on LeBron Thomas. You don't want, Coach Teasley does not want him picking up those ticky-tack fouls. They're going to need them late.
Henderson kicks it to the corner. And now Quad Besselo, we're seeing that ball movement from Goretti we were so impressed with in the first half. Henderson thought about it again, looks inside, and Quad Besselo with the finish.
Excellent patience by Henderson, not forcing a shot, getting it down, and then we got the finish amongst the trees.
It is a 2-point game. Trinity with the lead. Could look inside, but that shot off the mark for Saragba.
It's good defense by Jordan Green, getting the body on him.
Quad Besselo again. He has been the factor in the third.
Quad Besselo, a few good plays in the first half, and now with that bucket, this game is tied.
And it's interesting, Chad, because I was thinking that they really need someone other than Goretti. That shot rattles around, won't fall. It's Quad Besselo on the glass, and he'll bring the ball up the floor for the Gales in traffic. They'll hand off to Tyson Goretti. Goretti puts the ball on the floor, spins, finishes. Goretti is rolling.
You know, Tyson heard you say that they needed someone other than him. He wanted to remind you who he was.
I think that's exactly right. That shot too short for Basanti Saragba.
A little bit of momentum switching to the side of the Gales here. Coming out of halftime, Coach McCray's got his young men playing.
Ryan DeJusa coming to the scorers table for Trinity as they're looking to find someone to get them going. That shot too strong for Deontay Alexander. And that will allow Ryan DeJusa to come into the contest. He's going to replace DeLon Edwards. And now LeBron Thomas will bring the ball up the floor for Trinity. They would love to get him going. A look inside to Dejusa, who's just off the bench. His shot is short, and Quad Besselo is all over the floor offensively on the glass. Ogeni, nice idea to Jordan Green. Goretti is on a 6-0 run to start this third quarter, and it has been keyed by Jordan Quabesselo.
Really doing it on both ends of the floor. But Goretti, everything that they've done thus far is headed towards the bucket. They're attacking Trinity. They're getting those high percentage shots, and that has been the difference in why that they lead in this ball game.
So it will be Tyson Ogeni to get the ball inbounds for Goretti. Great defense by LeBron Thomas, and Thomas with the finish. Defense to offense.
LeBron Thomas, silky smooth out there. It looks like he's floating on clouds as he moves. That's what you love to see from a student athlete.
Henderson tries another one, rattles around, won't fall. Dejusa with the rebound. He'll kick it out to Famutimi Brown. Long range three off the mark. And now Henderson looking to run. We're going to get a blocking foul called against LeBron Thomas.
And that's when you get in trouble. LeBron Thomas, he had just gotten the ticky-tack foul. Here he's attempting to get over in position, does not get his feet where they need to be. He picks up a foul. Momentarily, that could cause him to come out of this game in what has turned into a squeaker.
I believe that's 3 fouls on LeBron Thomas. The Trinity coaching staff was just checking with the scores table. And as you thought, Chad, at the scores table, someone waiting to come in. Ogeni for 3! What a run by Goretti to start this third quarter. And now you have a LeBron Thomas in some foul trouble, with Goretti clicking on all cylinders.
And Coach Mike Teasley has got to find a way to get his team some open shots, really. What it is that Goretti is not turning the ball over, and that has allowed for Goretti to get out and to get shots like this at the bucket. You talk about that, young man.
Quabesselo has been tremendous at the start of the third quarter. And as you said, Chad, Tyson Ogeni wanting to get in the mix as well.
Ogeni hitting the free throw, the layup, and then going outside and knocking down the 3 ball as well. This run has given the Gales a 3-point advantage.
It has been a 9-2 run by St. Maria Goretti to start this second half. It has been fueled by Quabesselo and Ogeni. And we'll get a kickball and a reset here. 4 minutes, 36 seconds remaining in our third quarter. And you really felt like during the whole first half, Trinity had the momentum. They were in control. The tide has turned.
It felt like even when they weren't extending the lead, that they were moments away from doing so. I tell you what, Tavion Famutimi Brown, he was hot for a while. He's truly cooled off. We'll see whether, with LeBron Thomas out of the game, whether he can get it going.
So it will be Basanti Saragba to get the ball inbounds. Dejusa looks up top. Good ball movement. Nice drive. Good defense by Ogeni. Didn't foul, just disrupted the shot. And now Henderson will bring the ball up the floor for Goretti. Looking to go through traffic, kicks it out to Ogeni. That shot won't fall. Saragba, quick rebound and up the floor. Famutimi Brown back to Saragba. Great defense once again, and look at Green on the glass.
Strong rebound by Green. Saragba, shots that he was making, not falling.
And that one won't go for Quabesselo. And now Famutimi Brown looking to drive, and a whistle as Jason Johnson will get whistled for the foul. Watch Monumental Basketball on Monumental Sports Network. Tune in March 10th through 12th to watch the Alhambra Catholic Invitational Tournament, the most prestigious Catholic high school tournament in the country. Get access at monumentalsportsnetwork.com and don't miss a minute of the action. So it is a 3-point advantage for St. Maria Goretti. Green with a nice play will bring the ball up the floor. And now Henderson once again will reset the Gales offense. Got tied up. Good defensive pressure by Edwards. Arcing shot off the mark. Battle for the ball. Ogeni really doing a nice job battling for possession there, and I believe that's going to go on Saragba.
We're going to have to go into the back and see if there were some large lunches as Trinity has come out just a little lackluster, a little lackadaisical. They're out of sync, out of rhythm.
Certainly a tale of two halves so far in the way that Trinity has played. We were so impressed with their outside to inside game. They came out knocking down some big shots from the outside. Then they were able to get some buckets on the inside. Meanwhile, Henderson looking to drive, will kick it out to the corner, and that shot is good for Jason Johnson.
Beautiful offense. Henderson drawing all defenders to him. Johnson, corner three. Isaac tries it, buys it.
Famuchimi Brown over to Muldowney. And now Famuchimi Brown backs up behind the line. That shot too strong. Johnson comes up with it, looks to run for Goretti. Once again, the good ball movement by the Gales. That shot won't fall for Jordan Green. And now Famuchimi Brown looking to get something going for Trinity. Aggressive defense by Jason Johnson. And Trinity wants to talk about it.
For good reason. Coach Mike Teasley has got to find a way to get this team into their offense, especially now that LeBron Thomas is on the bench, as we see young men dribbling the ball around but not creating shots for each other, which makes every possession a bit of a hard one. No easy buckets for Trinity.
And it's a really good point because Trinity was struggling a little bit coming into the third quarter, but then when LeBron Thomas goes out of the game, they just look completely out of sorts, having trouble getting into any type of offensive rhythm.
Famuchimi Brown, we've seen him be able to put the ball into the bucket at times throughout today's game, but again, not as much a creator as he is a scorer. This is, of course, a game of runs. Trinity Collegiate started this game 10-2. If you weren't here for that, it looked like they were going to run the Gales out of the building. But now, St. Maria Goretti on their own 12-2 run that has them up by 6.
Really impressive the way that Goretti came out of the locker room after halftime. And Jordan Quabesolo just looked like a different player in those opening minutes, doing a great job getting some looks in the interior, playing some good defense. And now Trinity is going to put LeBron Thomas back in the contest.
It started off being about the energy for the Gales, and now offensive execution is coming into play as well. Does Trinity have an answer?
I think they're hoping that answer is going to come in. Thomas, he'll take the shot, knock it down, and we'll head to the line. Talk about making a difference upon entering the contest.
LeBron Thomas going to come off of this pick, hand down, man down, puts the shot in and gets the foul. Opportunity for the rare 4-point play, LeBron Thomas.
I have to tell you, talk about making your coach look good. He puts you right into the game. You spot up for a three, knock it down, get fouled, and have an opportunity for 4 quick points. Wow, that is a turn of events if I have ever seen one for Trinity.
Certainly what they needed. Now he cannot pick up that 4th foul.
They're looking for Quabesolo on the Goretti end of the floor, as he has really been one of the best offensive weapons for the Gales. Najee Allen in the contest for Goretti. Great drive by Johnson, who will draw the contact.
An effective job by Jason Johnson, seeing that he's got a student athlete on him that he can take drives hard to the lane, goes up, picks up that contact. As we see here, he identified right away, gets in there, leans in, body control, gets it up off the glass, can't finish, but goes to the line for two.
And an opportunity here for Goretti to try to find a bit of an answer after LeBron Thomas comes back in this contest, scores 4 very quick points, basically off of one play.
Yeah.
But I have been impressed with the free throw shooting of St. Maria Goretti. And in games like this one that have really been so close, it really comes down to free throw shooting a lot of the time, as Jason Johnson at the line looks very strong. He will come out. Mike Henderson will come back into the contest for the Gales.
It's been the little things. It's been the free throw shooting. It's been the energy. And Goretti controlling and taking care of the ball.
Muldowney looking to get something going. And now LeBron Thomas now in the contest. That shot from the corner won't fall. And Quad Besselo skies above everyone to get the defensive rebound. He has been huge on the glass. Henderson off the front of the rim, and now Famutimi Brown looking to run, kicks it to the corner. They'll find Thomas, and Famutimi Brown couldn't finish on the reverse.
Can't say enough about the job Jordan Green is doing, challenging shots.
That shot rattles home for Henderson.
Henderson was looking for the foul as well, but impressive, extending back to a 6-point lead for the Gales.
We've seen these players finish on some shots that has been very impressive today. Shots that I didn't necessarily think were going to go in. Thomas driving, steps on the line, and that is a credit to Tyson O'Genny and strong defense.
Excellent job by him as LeBron attempting to create, but could not turn the corner.
So Goretti with a 6-point advantage and the ball as we are under a minute remaining. Henderson up top. Henderson has done a great job handling the ball, and he'll kick it over to Green, who banks it home. I wasn't expecting that.
Jordan Green getting it done on the defensive end, and the bank is open.
And now Thomas looks for the answer. He'll drive, draws the contact. That's going to be O'Genny who gets whistled for the foul, and Thomas is going to head back to the free throw line.
Shot clock running down. Jordan Green puts this one up. He called it. I heard him. Extending to a 9-point lead.
At times, these shots that Goretti has made have truly been impressive, but now at the free throw line is LeBron Thomas, who has been a difference maker when he has been on the floor for Trinity. He'll knock down that free throw. Second opportunity coming up for the senior guard. Certainly feels like he's the glue for the Titans, really makes things go out on the floor. And a perfect trip to the free throw line, and with 2.9 seconds remaining, they're not going to risk that fourth foul.
Coach Teasley takes him out. This also gives him a bit of an extended break.
That shot off the backboard for Henderson. It has been a big third quarter for the St. Maria Goretti Gales. They went on a big run. They're up by 7. You're watching the St. James Invitational Tournament presented by Zips Dry Cleaning.
Geico makes it so easy to manage my policy. With an app that lets me pay my bill, add a vehicle, or file a claim. It's a mascot winning a staring contest easy. It's not just easy, it's Geico easy.
Oh, mama, forget about your washing machine. Say, mama, you need a pro to get clothes clean. In by 9, out by 5. Zip, zip, zips. It's the real deal.
Our fourth quarter is almost underway here at the St. James Invitational Tournament. Goretti leading Trinity Collegiate. And let's talk about our Gatorade play of the game. Chad, fresh off the bench, LeBron Thomas.
LeBron Thomas, his team needed it. He came off of a pick, put that one up, put it in, and drew the foul. Without LeBron Thomas, the Gales would be up by double digits right now. And if this Trinity team is to come back, it's going to take a heavy dosage of that young man.
That 4-point play is your Gatorade play of the game, courtesy of LeBron Thomas.
Certainly want to give a shout out to head coach Kevin Breslin, the head coach of the St. James School here in Hagerstown, Maryland, the host of our tournament. He's an alumni of Goretti.
And that shot is good for Thomas, who just wants to take this Trinity team on his back right now. Mike Henderson with other ideas for Goretti. A good idea, just could not connect. Famutimi Brown. Thomas is fouled by Ogeni.
You love that. Two stud young men going up at the rack. Meet me at the hoop. Two of the biggest stars of this game go to the rack. Thomas almost hit his head on the backboard. Attacking the rim with aggression, earns himself a trip to the free throw line, a chance to get this back down to a one-possession game.
As we've talked about, Trinity Collegiate is just a different team with LeBron Thomas out on the floor. He had 3 key free throws when he came back in the third quarter, and now a couple more very important free throws coming up for Thomas, who's taken this stoppage to tie his shoes, or retie his shoes rather.
Well, you just look at the way that the team, not just him, but there were 3 to 4 Trinity student athletes out on that break. So it's going to take that kind of energy and emotion that they play with as a collective in order for them to win this game. Goretti, they're strong.
They scored 19 points in that third quarter. It all started with Quabesolo, but then other players started chipping in to really give them a bit of a balanced offense. That was a big key, but LeBron Thomas has single-handedly tried to get his team back into this contest. That shot rattles home as well for Thomas. That's 5 big free throws since he's come back into the game after getting that third foul.
Energy is contagious. We'll see as he picks it up whether Saragba gets back in this game as well.
Quabesolo with possession for Goretti. And he will look to reset this offense for Goretti. Now Ogeni looking inside to Jordan Green. Great decision.
Jordan Green is a man down there, catching the ball high, not bringing it down and finishing at the rack.
Beautiful pass for the high percentage shot. Now Saragba kicks it over to Thomas. Thomas, once again, just looking to carry this team. The bucket and the foul. Holy cow.
I think LeBron Thomas heard news that they're announcing McDonald's All-Star Game nominees. He wants to put his name in that book. Beautiful spin and drive, hoop plus the harm.
I have to tell you, his ability to finish these shots through contact has been extraordinarily impressive. A rare miss there for LeBron Thomas. And now a 3-point advantage for Henderson and the Goretti Gales.
It's his body control.
Henderson looking for Jordan Green again. Green all tied up in a battle with Saragba. And now Henderson will kick it over. Quabesolo pulls up for the shot. Could not finish, and Saragba with the rebound.
Excellent man-to-man defense around the board by Trinity.
Famutimi Brown. His shot won't fall. Big rebound by Jordan Green.
If I'm Coach Mike Teasley, at this point, I want the ball in LeBron Thomas's hands every time down the court.
Absolutely. Quabesolo is fouled. That's going to go against Jamie Muldowney, who's struggled at times with foul trouble.
If you're Teasley, it's not so much about LeBron scoring every time, but he's got it going. As he gets the ball and attacks the rack, if he doesn't have it too, he will be the one who gets his teammates involved, which is what Trinity needs.
Good kick out by Goretti. O'Genny. Green. Banked that shot earlier. Not sure that was the best shot for Goretti on that possession. And a big play by Basanti Saragba.
And this is where it'll come from. Because it can't just be LeBron. As important as he has been and as fantastic as he's been, you see LeBron with another look away. Thomas to Saragba, getting Green on his back. He gets back to the line. If Saragba can get going, then Trinity will truly be in position.
It does feel like the options on the floor for Trinity are Saragba, Famutimi Brown, and Thomas. And the defense certainly keying on Thomas. I love the decision to make that pass inside to Basanti Saragba. And you're going to see right now Jordan Green's going to come out of this game, which might open up Saragba a bit.
It's all about playing offense in rhythm.
Saragba will knock down that free throw. And now Famutimi Brown looking to play some good defense against Johnson. Quabesolo up top, looks to spin, will kick it out. Quabesolo puts the ball on the floor. We'll have a timeout. 13 seconds were on the shot clock, and now Goretti's going to talk things over about this offensive possession. Junior Wizards game day skill clinics are back on at Capital One Arena. Play on the court like the pros and watch the game afterwards with your friends and family. To find out more and register, visit dcfamily.com/game-day-clinics. Nice look there at the crowd on hand here today. Really a great slate of high school basketball that we have for you here, and this tournament is going to continue throughout Friday and Saturday.
This is an event that in prior years we've had packed gyms, thousands of community members here. Of course, with COVID restrictions, we're not doing that this year after taking a year off last year. So we're just happy to be playing the St. James Invitational again.
Well, that's exactly right. I think all the spectators, all the coaches and players happy as that shot won't go for Henderson. The shot clock was winding down, but a big rebound for Goretti as they will reset their offense. Beautiful look inside to Deontay Alexander.
Alexander with the patience. Ball fake, got his man in the air, able to finish, extending to a 4-point lead.
Famutimi Brown looks inside to Thomas, and that was an easy call for the official on the offensive foul, and I believe that's 4 on LeBron Thomas.
That's a huge call as Thomas backing in. Bit of a 50-50 call. Coach Teasley not happy.
And now LeBron Thomas is going to have to play exceptionally smart. So we'll get another look here, and I guess I thought it was more of a, you thought it was a 50-50. I thought right in front of the official he was going to whistle that one every time.
You know, back in the old days, you know, two guys would have battled down there. We're not taking charges.
Wow, what presence of mind by Johnson to keep his footing. And that's a big rebound by Edwards, and Thomas pushing up the floor, driving through traffic, could not finish there. I thought it was going in just because it was thrown up by Thomas.
I think that one of the things that is making LeBron Thomas so difficult to defend as we take a look back, sliding on the floor, getting back up.
Looks like something you'd see in a dance contest. That was amazing balance, flexibility, presence of mind. I give him a perfect 10.
Yeah, Johnson doing it all out there on the court. And LeBron Thomas, what makes him so difficult to defend is that he's basically ambidextrous out there. He can use both hands, so you don't know or you can't choose which hand to cut off. He's effective with both, but he misses a clutch free throw.
Trinity's going to send Jamie Muldowney back in the contest. He, too, has struggled with some foul trouble. LeBron Thomas, who's at the free throw line, has struggled with some foul trouble. Knocks that one down. They just have to have LeBron Thomas. Down by 3, 4 minutes, 22 seconds remaining. And what has been a close one despite some big runs. Quabesolo muscles one home.
Quabesolo going right at Saragba, finishing over.
And now Saragba will hand off to Edwards. That shot is up. Battles around, won't fall. Quabesolo battling for the rebound.
Some contact, as you can hear Coach Sidney McCray saying that Saragba did not give him room to land, and that's why he ended up stepping out of bounds, but the officials disagreed.
They're going to take a quick second just to wipe off the floor, make sure there aren't any slick spots, and we are back underway. Long pass up top to LeBron Thomas. And now Trinity looks to get something going. They want the ball in the hands of LeBron Thomas as much as possible. Edmonds puts the ball on the floor, knocked loose. Great defense by Deontay Alexander. Henderson drives, could not get the foul or the bucket. And now Thomas coming the other way. LeBron Thomas is just a force out on the floor. Great defense once again. Mike Henderson gets there. Henderson is blocked by DeLon Edwards.
We have seen some tremendous hustle on both ends of the court, not giving up easy layups. That's just a great block.
Let's take another look at Mike Henderson. Gets the ball, but coming from out of nowhere is DeLon Edwards.
Preserving the 5-point lead here.
Great drive, not enough on it. And now LeBron Thomas is looking to run for Trinity. Thomas pulls up off the rim. Great tap out by Saragba. Thomas, beautiful shot. He knew it was going in the second it left his hands. That was a big time bucket to cut it to 2.
It's an open shot by LeBron Thomas. It was effort and energy that led to it, though. Thomas put this shot up. It's off the mark. You see Trinity hitting the boards. There's a pass that almost went out of bounds, saved in behind the back, and then an extra additional pass. The energy leads to the open shot. LeBron Thomas knocking it in and cutting this to a 2-point advantage.
He has been tremendous in this second half, despite playing with the foul trouble. His ability to take over for his team at times has just been the X factor for Trinity Collegiate.
Next time they come down, I would love to see Coach Teasley get him in a pick and roll action so that it's less one-on-one basketball and there's more team play going on. Because again, he comes off of one of those picks and gets into the lane. He can get an open shot for a 3-point shooter as well, so that they're not completely reliant upon him putting the ball in the hoop.
Well, you have to imagine he's at the top of any scouting report for teams that are familiar with Trinity Collegiate. So very good point. So it is a 2-point advantage for Goretti as we come down the wire. 2 minutes, 53 seconds remaining. Nice idea, looking for Jordan Green, and we're going to get a tie-up. Great defensive pressure all around. And now Tyson Ogeni to get the ball in bounds for Goretti. Jordan Green, we know he sometimes takes those shots. I'm glad he thought better of it right there. I don't think that's the shot with 22 seconds on the shot clock. Henderson looking to drive, kicks it to the corner. Now Green over to Ogeni. We're a little slippery. That shot won't fall. But who is it? Number 12, Najee Allen. Big rebound.
That's a heartbreaker. If you're Trinity, you play tremendous defense only to have it end up like that.
And LeBron Thomas on the other end. I'm telling you, he is single-handedly trying to do this, but that may be the problem for Trinity.
Well, at this point in the game, both of these teams have expended all of their energy, given it their all. We'll see who has the enough left to finish.
Oh my goodness. Mike Henderson with a beauty of a pass, and the finish by Jordan Green. And now Jordan Green will head to the free throw line.
Excellent point guard play, getting into the lane, dropping it off to your big fella, and throw it down, Jordan Green. Throw it down.
If I'm Jordan Green, I love to play with a player like Mike Henderson, who's just going to put it there with a bow on top for me. Beautiful play by Mike Henderson.
Green completes the three-point play.
And that is huge because that stretches this lead
Yeah.
out to 5 for Goretti. The looking tide to Saragba. That was big defense by Jason Johnson, who's listed at 5'9" on the roster. And now on the floor is Basanti Saragba. He looks to be favoring the knee, his right knee.
Hate to see it in an excellent tournament like this. Gale's defender coming over to play defense.
Let's take a look here to try to see what happened. So Saragba going inside and knocked into Jason Johnson and immediately grabs the right knee. And we certainly hope this is nothing serious. I know, Chad, you picked him out as a player that you wanted to see more of him.
Sure.
And now, really, with everything on the line, a minute 28 on the clock, you know he desperately wants to be out there, but looks to be in quite a bit of pain. And as we said, certainly hope this is nothing serious.
No, we wish the best for him. That is our hope for him personally, and for the team. That puts Trinity in a very bad way.
Because as we talked about, they really had 3 consistent options in LeBron Thomas. And Famutimi Brown was really, in the first half, he has cooled down significantly here in the second. Kwabesalo will bring the ball up the floor for the Gales and get the ball in the hands of Mike Henderson, who is the primary ball handler for Goretti. Ogeni puts the ball on the floor. Great defense. He'll kick it outside. And fantastic play by Jamie Muldowney, but Goretti momentarily had it. We're going to get a backcourt violation. Mike Henderson thinks it was touched by Trinity, but the official very definitive on that backcourt signal.
Huge call. 58 seconds remaining. Trinity has to get to the basket and get a score as quickly as possible.
LeBron Thomas up top to Dajusa. They want Thomas with the ball in his hands. They're trying to set a screen for him. Thomas, long range 3, just could not get enough on it. And it's tough for Trinity because they wanted that shot from LeBron Thomas. He just didn't get enough on it to connect, but he was the person they wanted to take the shot. Now they're down by 5, 38.2 seconds. They're going to have to play some really tough defense, try to force a turnover. Kwabesalo in trouble. Region Bennett had some good defensive intensity for Trinity. And now Kwabesalo will get back to his feet. Timeout on the floor.
We talked about it a moment ago. I mean, everybody in the building knew that LeBron Thomas was going to be the young man whom Trinity wanted to go to. First, we'll take a look at the defense as the Gales attempted to come back down. Trinity going to try to force a turnover here. If they cannot, which they couldn't there, they're going to have to foul the ball. But even if they get the ball back, LeBron, give a pick to him so that he can come off of that pick and create a shot for someone else. The Gales are looking for him every time.
Absolutely. I mean, he has been almost the singular offensive option at times for Trinity. And that's a lot easier to defend. And now with Basanti Saragba out of this game, it's going to be tough for Trinity. They would love to get DeLon Edwards a little more involved in this offense. Famutimi Brown as well. Quabesolo will hand off to Tyson O'Genny. And now Henderson. And we were waiting, Chad. I could tell you were just waiting for them to commit the foul, and it took a while. But I am so happy to see Basanti Saragba checking back in this contest. I wonder if they just knocked knees or something, that it wasn't too serious. But this is a great sign for Trinity that young man is back out on the floor.
Tremendous for them, both in this tournament and, of course, for his career and the rest of the season. It's always scary when you've got a knee injury. You know, the last game, Hugh Breslin was kind enough to join me, and we talked about the fact that if you're going to foul down the stretch here, you take a shot at the steal and then you foul right away. 5 extra seconds ran off of the clock there. That's time that Trinity can't afford to lose.
And at the free throw line is Mike Henderson, who has really been fantastic in terms of handling the ball, distributing the ball in this game for the Gales, and looking to put a little icing on this one. 25 seconds remaining. They're looking for LeBron Thomas. Thomas is looking for threes, and he hits it. Everyone in the building knew what was coming. What we didn't know is if he would knock it down. But the way he's played today, it was a beautiful shot.
After this game, the first thing that I'm doing is going to LeBron Thomas and asking him for his autograph. I mean, he has played a spectacular game, whether this team wins or loses.
I completely agree with you, Chad, and that is why he is our Zips Dry Cleaners player of the game. At times has single-handedly taken this team on his back.
Scoring 24 points here. We saw him do it in transition. He shot the three. He's got into the rack and been able to finish that way. It feels like he scored 50, especially here in the second half, in which he's done a majority of his damage, putting up 15 points, including that three-pointer. And on that, this game is not over yet.
I think it is unquestionable that LeBron Thomas is our Zips Dry Cleaners player of the game. Now for Goretti, they are looking to hold on in the final seconds of this one. And, you know, I think the way they do it is the way they've gotten here. They've had great ball movement. They've made smart decisions, and they play tough defense.
The point guard play of the Gales has been spectacular all game long.
And there's one more key, and that's you got to knock down your free throws.
Yes, you do.
Heading back to check in, DeViltis and Muldowney for Trinity.
Offense, defensive substitutions.
DeLon Edwards will check out. And at the free throw line for Goretti is Deontay Alexander, who has really been a good complement in this contest for some of the other players on the floor. For Goretti, nothing flashy out of Alexander. He'll miss that free throw. And Thomas quickly up the floor.
Got to get it up.
Don't have a lot of time to waste. That shot won't fall for Famutimi Brown, and that was a big rebound by Jordan Green, who will now head to the free throw line.
It's a good job by Goretti to make sure that they got back and they were in defensive position, did not allow an open three-point shot attempt, and then secured the offensive rebound as well.
We've been talking about defense a lot in this contest. Great defense there. Henderson not giving up the foul, knew exactly what was coming.
Famutimi Brown looking for a shot, just has not been able to hit it here in the second half.
Jordan Green at the free throw line. Now, I know that one thing that Coach McCray will talk to his team about is these free throws down the stretch, as Jordan Green knocks that one down. 2.8 seconds remaining in this one. Thomas at the buzzer will not fall, and St. Maria Goretti hangs on for the win over Trinity Collegiate.
8 out of 9 games Coach Sidney McRae's team has won. The Gales flying high here at the St. James Invitational.
Really an impressive performance by St. Maria Goretti to close this one out.